Hey everybody, this is Steve Krause. I'm coming at you today from my living room on a Friday when it's getting kind of cloudy now, but it was pretty nice out before, and I've been inside grading and doing house stuff all day. Just give you a little update about where we're at. It looks like the various groups for the collaborative movie project are underway, and it looks like people are beginning to work together well. I think that I've approved all the group's topics. If your group is not quite sure what my thoughts are on your topic for your movie, get in touch with me as soon as you can, and I'll let you know what I think. But so far the topics people suggest have been fine. The key thing about making these movies work is that you are, as a group, are going to have to communicate with each other, and you're responsible for that interaction with each other. And I know it's tricky because of the online format, but just to put this in perspective, all you really had to do this week is connect with each other and learn about the assignment, and all you really have to do next week, at least for the first part of the week, is connect with each other and work on the assignment. So, if this was like a real face-to-face class, think of it as basically you would have almost 2 weeks to just do nothing but work on this movie, which, considering the fact it's a 3 or 5 minute movie, it should be plenty of time. I am more than willing and able and interested in helping any group facilitate their interactions with each other. I've got cameras to loan out, I've got technical expertise to lend, I've got questions to answer. Just let me know, and because if you need my help, I'm there for you. That's what it's all about. So while you guys are working on your movies, what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 or 4 days or so is finishing up commenting on the visual rhetoric essays. Hopefully those will all come back to people sometime early next week. A lot of people have been asking me about revision for the other essay projects in the class, and I'm going to post something more about that when in the note when I post this movie. But just to remind people of the basic rules. Rule number 1 is that you can revise all the major projects for the class. That's the Invention and Technology project, the Style essay project, the Visual Rhetoric project, and the individual essay part of the Collaborative Movie project. You can't revise stuff like participation or blogs or the final, that kind of thing. You can revise each of these projects once and only once. Revisions are due at the end of the semester. There'll be a Dropbox area for that, for the end of time section on the course EMU online site. In order to make these revisions happen, we have to have some kind of communication about it. So in other words, you need to tell me what your plan is for revising, and what we'll discuss this. Now, the ideal way to discuss it would be to talk about it face to face, because that's just the most efficient way to do it. That's not always possible. So the next best way to talk about it would be over the phone. And that would basically amount to me and you setting up a particular time that works for me, that works for you, call me in my office, that kind of thing. And then the third way, if for some reason the phone doesn't work, is we can try email. But I really prefer the first 2 ways. The last thing I'll say about revision is that I think it's important for you to think in terms of revision about revising strategically, because everybody could revise things and make things better. And I'm not trying to suggest revision is some sort of punitive thing, because it's not a penalty at all. It's actually an opportunity. I mean, because all writing can be made revised to make it better. So the question basically comes down to how much time do you have to spend towards revision, how much difference would it make for the overall class grade, and those are other reasons why I want to talk to you about it, because those are things I can coach you through in terms of the process for revision. I think that's about it for now. So the main thing for the next week or so is work on those movies. We'll start talking about a few more readings this time next week when we get to the visual rhetoric assignment. And a week from Monday, which I think is the 6th, does that sound right? I think that's right. That is when we'll start talking about peer review for this project. But in the meantime, get those movies up and running. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. And in the meantime, I'll see you online.